They call me MsRed, 'cause the color means the damage done. The universal warning sign that you should probably fucking run. I don't just win battles. They call me the ego killer because I erase the existence of names, setting fire to your little platform and incinerating all claims. And I'm a video to murder so I could watch it frame by frame. You thought you could step to a master and escape with no scars? I'm the lyrical executioner, raising the executioner's bar. Have you kicked out and barred? You're an amateur playing with matches in a room full of gasoline. I'm the spark that's about to create the most violent cinematic scene. Purple haze. You probably standing there looking comfortable. So they told me you was a problem. Told me you were special, so let's see. They said you were a rare gem, a precious stone that can't be crushed. But I'm here to examine the fraud and leave your whole persona flushed. You claim you bright like a rock, but I see nothing but a myth. When this metal hits your face, watch how quick I'ma shatter this. You really thought them little lines was gonna save your life? I'm a different beast in this ring. I don't slice, I excise. You a prop, a placeholder, just a puppet on a string. I'm the puppet master, tearing down your entire ring. You looking at a motherfucking legend. You staring at the truth while you're just a footnote wasting minutes in the booth. You thought you was gas? You just vapor I'm blowing past, the cheap cloud of smoke that wasn't built to last. I brought the heavy exhaust to suffocate your whole career. So when I put this iron in your mouth, choke on the haze you brought in here. You call yourself a cloud, but you was as transparent as glass. A storm with no lightning, just a shadow on the grass. I'm the tornado that flattens everything you claim to own, leaving nothing but debris where your pride was once grown. I'm the tax collector, coming for the dues you never paid. The architect of ruin for the castle you made. Are you shivering? Bitches, you shaking? Yeah, see, that's the temperature dropping. Ain't a single person in this building that is stopping the demo crew that I brought to clean the floor. When I'm finished with your name, you won't be rapping no more. Look at you, shaking under pressure. You can't even handle the heat. Beat feet, battling me, put an end to your easy streak. You could write 3 rounds of fiction thinking people would buy it, but when I speak, the truth loud enough to keep the whole building quiet. Bitch, you should try it. You a replica, a carbon copy, a shadow of what I create. An appetizer served to a giant who's looking to clean the plate. I don't see an opponent in front of me. I see a fucking stepping stone. Another body to add to the tally to prove I fucking rule here alone. You thought you were battling a rapper? Nah. You challenging a myth, a literal mortal, trying to trade blows with the monolithic monolith. I'm a titan in this coliseum, standing 10 stories tall. With a deity steps on an insect, there is no battle at all. I cast a shadow so massive, it blows out your entire horizon. A mere drop in the ocean. I'm the great titan rising. Your whole team can try to pull me down with the ropes that you made, and I'll still stomp through your village and leave your whole lineage decayed. I think we've reached the point of no return. And yeah, your time has officially run. The crowd already knows the verdict. They see the slaughter is done. You wanted a shot at the champion. You wanted to see if the legends was true. Now the floor is covered in crimson because of what I did to you. This ain't a regular battle. This literal crime overhead. When the GOAT leaves the building, the whole canvas painted red. They talk about the greatest to ever do it, but they missing a thread. There's a clear hierarchy in this jungle, and it's painted in dread. You looking at a living legend, the supreme pioneer of the track. When the GOAT steps into the arena, watch the whole herd fade to black. I think that smoke is cleared, and that haze is gone. There's nothing left to save. This bitch walked in here a rapper, but she leaving in a grave.
We don't need no introduction. It's the God mommy. And if they keeping score, this what Italian. This her first down. She gets no inches. My safety lies in 2 points. I know how to draw a fence and defend. With this pen, finna flip a name until I back bend. It's a title on the line. Show me your registration. MsRed could never get me to a boiling point. I respect my craft too much. Bitch, these 2 hands keep shells and cheese at her fingers touch. I came to pick on you. Red couldn't tie with me on President's Day, so it's more like elected to see what it feels like to be selective. It's death for a bitch who's been misdirected. You must have misread the fine print. I use bombs to drop hints, not my fist, you stupid bitch. Memories in my mind oppress you heavier than any weight on a bench. The trial was over before it started. The jury agreed. This hoe belonged in a ditch. Bitch, I check holes for a hobby. You don't want to be a part of my to-do list, pushing buttons to make an easy switch. Heat seekers on the targets, hollow out the tip so they don't miss. I could turn any heel into a red bottom if the shoe fits. I see you like movie and song titles. Told Dev to give me the date. I'll be there on the mic. This is it. Ain't no time to be late. Bet these bars thriller. The girl is mine. It's a big fact tonight. I'm sealing MsRed fate. Hayes pushing a Lupe with this fiasco. We going for the title. Finna kick punch this hoe. This motor mouth don't run idle. You got called in a battle against the GM of Elite Domination. You was in too of a hurry to meet the God mommy. Where's the miscommunication? I scheme too much to be the victim. Family gon' MsRed like a pregnancy symptom. It's big facts. MsRed a perfect description of a blood stain on the ground from a head. Should've pumped your brakes. Now they getting bled. I got a couple of screws loose, but don't get my words misconstrued. Call me misinformed against MsRed. She gotta drop dead like Fred under this rock like a Flintstone bed. Finna mistreat this bitch. Meeting me was a mistake, for heaven's sake. This misdirection got you knocking at heaven's gate. When it comes to misdeeds, I can't relate. When this mismanagement sealed your escape, I'm a renegade and shadier than Eminem on a bad day. Never been afraid to say what's on my mind so you can suck a dick till your cheeks red. And those the only big facts you facing today. Hayes migrating these holes like a headache. Fuck this bitch and a vaccine. In the sickest way, if this was cards, it would be a misdeal, but it's not. So bitch, you just book with no spades, playing against the jack of all trades. When you sit in this hot seat, Hayes cutting all linings, no fades. Now I got the hairs on her arms standing up like a mohawk with no blades. Where your guns at? You ain't got one. Call the Catholics. We got us a nun trying to teach me revelations. These palms grant salvation. MsRed finna learn basic instructions before leaving Earth. It's on record like Lauryn Hill's miseducation. Fuck a benefit of a doubt. It's all pay me, fuck you, and the clout. I'm gonna teach you the difference between sounding ludicrous and word of mouth. Got my first paperwork from a B&E. Got an old soul. I was just born early, but you trying to break into music. Hayes produced trap music. You're on the wrong field. Better follow your heartbeat before these calibers tell me how your chest feel. I'll give you one knee to the head. Call it a speaker knocker. Choosing not to be a messy bitch don't mean I want soccer and fuck MMA. You do MMA, I go to MMA. That's Millimeters Anonymous. You don't want to fuck with the God mommy. She fight me, myself, and I enough. You won't hear it coming. These bullets autonomous. Since MsRed full of big facts like a paper plane in the rain, please explain how you thought them weak ass bars was flying. She act like a squirrel chasing a nut. You just keep trying. Should have wrote your round wearing a cape instead of smoking on that empty ass vape. This hoe been out here super lying. Hayes don't need nobody to avenge her. Ain't no points in Hulk smashing a bitch that's a low-key public pretender. These bars gonna testify since you don't remember Perp, a lyrical offender. Bitch, I will put hands on you faster than E Honda according to 6 cylinders. You barely a in-the-house rapper. You ain't no street fighter. Pop the locks and use the trunk to defend her. Drop the tough act. You a goofy with no Disney contract. Only L's I know run underground. Better stay in your lane and keep your bars on track. Usually, I'm the type for talking face to face, not at you. When you a killer, you can't be social with the media. It's too easy for them to get at you. Pink can't distress my jeans. They stonewashed. Told them you ain't shit. Wait till they get a load of me. Tired of you bitches that's washed up thinking y'all can spend a cycle with me. I open your lid and dunk. Go on, press your luck. I don't give a fuck who may tag you in. All you gaining is some lead that'll make the fabric snuggle to fresh wounds instead. Your lines ain't strong like mine. My shit like Purex. Bitch, I'm extra. This ain't your era to win against this arm and hammer. Red shit patchy like a sheep in wolf's clothing. Her wool light. Told you earlier you light work. This bitch ain't that bright and that's crazy cause you white. This not my first rodeo. I'm bullheaded. See red, she under attack. Was taught harder to smack. You can teach a lesson and prove it with big facts. You bitches out here false flagging. Fuck the goalpost and pushing it when I snap. Taking a title to the end zone. It'll take more than the special teams to get your quarterback. I'll raise the pole. Hayes from the rack. It's big facts. MsRed gonna need a safety net to catch this penmanship. Fuck that. I'm sinking this whole battleship. Ask me why. Cause it can only be be one winner and a championship. You came to me as a challenger. Bitch, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Bitch, all my bars cut deep. Now you in need of a doctor. It's a little shop of horrors. It's nothing slight. Find yourself on a slippery slope when I discover your location through my scope. Hayes got niggas in a cut like Neosporin, but I'll fuck you up by myself.